Ito na yung time of the year where Vivo releases its best phone, the Vivo V series. At ito yung kanyang latest release, si Vivo V29. Now take note, flagship-like lang po siya. Hindi po siya yung pinaka-flagship ni Vivo, that is the X series na po. Vivo X90 yung kanilang for this year. But it looks like they did not decide to release that X series phone. But then again, when you see this, you could feel that flagship-like design, specs, display, and flagship-like camera. Actually, pakita ko na agad sa inyo yung mga pictures na nakuha namin dito kasi sobrang ganda niya. It's worth showing agad. Ito yung mga first sample shots, no? The portrait photos are just, ganda. Ang ganda na skin tone. Ang ganda na details. Flagship yung image quality. We have never seen this before sa ganitong klaseng pricing. Oh, there has been some smartphones out there that are much more powerful. Has faster fast charging. But the camera on this thing is next level. The design is next level. Guys, the Vivo V29, probably the best looking phone at the price. At the price of 25K. I want to compare this with the iPhone 15 Pro later to see how much better an extra 50K would get you. Kasi nga guys, ang isang iPhone ay nasa 80K na 70K. Too much for your budget. But what do you get for 25,000 pesos? We shall see. It's Vince and you're watching Unbox Diaries. Woohoo! Now first of all, i-unbox mo natin siya. Binalik ko muna para ma-experience nyo katulad ko. Ito na po siya. Nilabas ko ulit. And underneath, we're getting quick start guide, important information and warranty card, USB Type-C cable, and a very big, massive Vivo Flash Charge 80-watt charger. Grabe, laki nito And of course, last but not least is meron pa siyang SIM ejector pin. And that is pretty much it. Now at first glance, the Vivo V29 is a very elegant and luxurious looking phone. Mukha pa siyang Android flagship talaga. Mapagkakamala mo talaga siyang very mamahalin. Unang tingin pa lang, social. Actually, nakaka-head turn to, no? Nung una ko siya nakita sa aking mga tao, kasi hindi ako yung una nag-unbox nito, yung aking website team. And I was like, uy, anong phone yan? Oh, ito yung kay Vivo. By the way, dalawa yung kanyang color, no? So meron siyang magic maroon and starry purple. It's got this nice, soft, aesthetic texture at the back. It's got that nice glittery thing going on. Matte finish po to, and it's a glass back. Very premium yung feels kapag nahawakan mo talagang flagship na flagship yung kanyang feels. It's also very light and compact. Very sexy din. Grabe ka sexy, guys. Look at the back. Look at the front. Very symmetrical. And that camera module. Naku, ang pogi. And also, kailangan nyo malaman na photochromic din to. Of course, ito yung pinaka-first nilang photochromic device. Kung iba alam kung ano yung photochromic effect na yan, ito yung nag-change yung color ng kanyang likod kapag tinatamaan ng UV rays or ng sunlight. When you put it outside, the color will change just like that. And you can also be much more creative. Katulad ng gagawin namin, I love you. Ayun. So kung meron kang jowa na gusto yung ganitong color, pwede ka dumiskarte ng ganito. Ilawan mo lang, drawingan mo, I love you. For some, ang sabi nila, gimmick lang daw to, but for me, it's not. Kasi for me, magagamit mo talaga siya. Every time you go outside your house, magbabago yung change ng inyong phone. So it's not limited to this kind of color lang. No? Kapag lumabas kayo, iba naman yung kanyang itsura, which is nakakatuwa. Kasi nga, you have another side to your phone. Now, isa pa napakaangas na itsura dito is yung kanyang camera. Yung kanyang camera is nagpapapogi talaga sa kanya ng todo. That rectangular shape at the back. You got there 3 lenses. 1, 2, 3. And of course, the LED flash right there. Meron po siyang 50 megapixel OIS ultra sensing camera, 2 megapixel monochrome camera, and an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. Pero for me, ito talaga yung pinakamalupit niya sa kanyang camera, which is yung kanyang Aura Portrait 2.0 lighting. Vince, anong bago dyan? Nakita ko na yan last time. Ano yung 2.0 sa kanya? Ito ba yung 2.0? Pwede magbago yung color from warm to cool. Dati kasi, yung kanyang ilaw is only cool or sunlight yung kanyang itsura. Ang bago dito is yung kanyang camera app. Pwede makontrol yung kanyang warmness or coolness dito sa kanyang interface. May slider po siya dyan. And as you can see, it changes the color para po ito sa effect ng itsura ng mukha nyo siguro, ng inyong product shots. Ibang-iba po ito sa flashlight niya. So it does have an extra LED flash right there. Pero kasi, the Aura Portrait 2.0 lighting right here, the ring light dito sa kanyang likod, gives you a much softer, less harsher light. Ayan po yung effect sa aking mukha. Now, nagpicture kami sa madilim. Ito po yung itsura ng flashlight compared sa Aura Portrait light. And as you can see, masyadong harsh yung lighting sa skin namin dito sa flash. Pero sa Aura Portrait light, as you can see, Very soft lang sa aming skin. Nice roll-off. Very pleasing to the eye. This is actually very useful. Nawala sa ibang cellphone. Ito yung hinihintay ko, guys. Sa mga ibang brands, hindi nila pwedeng kopyahin yan. Baka patented to, kay Vivo lang to pwede. And it's actually very powerful because it's actually a much more powerful light. Much more useful light than the flash at the back. Kasi nga, weird yung results kapag flash. This one gives a much better image quality. Check out the pictures we got with this Aura Portrait 2.0 light. So, ito ba yung tsura niya no, kapag warm masyado. So, kapag binago mo yung kanyang temperature to warm, nag-a-adjust po yung kanyang software. Pag ginawa mo siyang cooler, it will also adjust. Pero the effect will still be there. Kung warm yung temperature, medyo warm po yung kanyang itsura. Kung medyo cooler naman, ito po yung kanyang itsura niya. That is how it looks like. Pero to show you how it works, ito na po. Lights off. Ito pa yung cool. Let's make it warmer. Ayan. Ay, grabe. Red na ako. Ito yung parang sa mga killer movies, no? Mga bold. Grabe yan. Ito naman sa cool. Cool. Make it cool. Yan. Okay, so pinatay namin yung aming main light right here. Ceiling light lang po to ng room. Kaya ganito po kadilim. Portrait light. Here we go. Okay, so warm. Warm na tayo. Warm. Ito pa yung warm. 1, 2. Ito may sunlight. Cooler light. And ito may flashlight. Grabe. Dun sa flash, ang harsh no skin ko. Mukha talaga akong walang ligo dun. Dito naman sa Aura Portrait Light. Ay, ang pogi ko dito. Nice skin. By the way, ang ganda na skin. Sa warm, medyo warm nga lang ang kulay niya. Ng konti. Now, hindi lang yan. Nag-try pa kami mag-picture sa low light ng ilang beses. This phone is a low light beast, which is something really useful para sa daily lives natin. Kasi nga, we usually take pictures in low light. Sa Philippines kasi, karamihan ng tao na sa loob ng building, sa loob ng bahay, which is low light po madalas yung inyong environment. And you actually need very good lighting to produce this kind of image quality. Pero dahil napakaganda po ng camera ni Vivo V29, hindi po siya hirap sa image processing even if there's absence of light. Together with its state-of-the-art beautification technology, it's able to give us this nice image na hindi ganun ka-harsh yung aming skin, artistahin po yung itsura namin, at wala masyadong peka sa mukha. Pero pwede mo tanggalin yan. May natural naman siya. Just like this one, ayan po. Wala po yan. Ayan po yung pinaka-natural ko na photo. As you can see, ang dami kong ano sa mukha. And also yung selfie. Oh my God, 50 megapixel selfie camera po inilagay nila dito. And the selfie has an ultra-wide angle. Very close to my face. Pero so much can be seen in the frame. Ito naman na itsura ng 1X lang, no? And as you can see, sa 1X, ito lang po yung nakikita sa aking buong katawan. Kanina half body talaga at this distance. And it even works on video, 4K 30 frames per second. 0.8x po yan, ultra wide angle. Boom, di ba? Kitang-kita yung half body, pati yung sahig. Oh my God, pwede ka mag-shift ng 1x dito. So pwede ka mag-zoom in from 0.8 to 1.3 for that nice effect. Kaya pa, 2 times yung pinaka ano. Now, speaking of night mode, meron po siya night mode dito sa kanyang camera app. And with that, you get a longer exposure kapag nagtitake ka ng photo sa low light. Pero ang kakaiba sa kanyang night mode, mas marami kang options dito, not the usual na night mode sa ibang smartphones. For example, pwede ka mag-panorama ng night mode dito sa app na to. At meron po siyang long exposure modes dito sa taas, si Astro at si Supermoon for celestial body photography. Astro kung gusto mo yung parang Milky Way na photography, mga stars at night. Supermoon yung parang, well, moon. Enhanced moon pictures at night. Meron din po siyang tripod detection, so if meron kang tripod, ilagay mo sa tripod yung smartphone na to and it will take much better photos when doing long exposure. And of course, meron din siya mga pro mode and things like that. Ay, ang ganda naman ito. Yung mga wide angle. May RAW mode din po siya, so it's a complete, powerful camera setup. It is not only powerful flagship-like sa labas, but also flagship-like din internally. Speaking of internal power, this thing has a very powerful processor din. Pero before that, let me tell you about its display. The display on this thing is very symmetrical sa kanyang likod. Meron po siyang 120Hz refresh rate AMOLED display. Ito po ay meron ng HDR10+. Meron pa siya up to 1.07 billion colors. And yung kanyang resolution ay 1260 by 2800. So high resolution display po siya. That is why when I take a look at the photos and videos right here sa social media, sobrang crisp, sobrang high quality, high resolution ang nandating. Even the games I'm playing right here looks very high res. Ganda. It does feel like a true flagship device. Pero, syempre, mas abot kaya po siya than real flagship phones na mahal masyado. I mean, nakita niyo pala yung picture quality sa kanyang display. Ganda. YouTube, ito ba yung tsura niya, no? Guys, sa YouTube, 4K 60 frames per second with HDR, ang kaya niyang gawin. Ay, grabe, ang ganda. Holy sheesh. Sobrang crisp. Grabe yung details, man. Look at that animal. Look at the texture. I've never seen texture like that. Even on my iPhone 15 Pro. Holy sheesh. Ano ba display technology to? Ba't ang ganda? It's even got SGS low flicker, SGS low blue light, and SGS low smear technology. This, my friends, is a very high quality display. Also, very smooth. Tingnan mo naman to. Although hindi na pa to bago, no? Of course, syempre kapag flagship yung specs, kailangan flagship din yung kanyang experience. Scrolling up and down, very smooth, very fast feeling. Yung kanyang OS ay very clean. Wala man siya ng clutter. I really love this kind of OS. Fun touch OS to, no? Now, hindi ko pa pwedeng ipakita sa inyo kanyang Antutu benchmark right here on this video kasi nga, we will be doing a performance review for this phone kasi nga sobrang ganda na kanyang performance. Ito na, ang glimpse ng kanyang gaming Mobile Legends. Meron pa siya super refresh rate and ultra graphics right out of the box. Pero feeling ko kaya niya mag ultra refresh rate and ultra graphics dahil based sa Antutu dito, kayang-kaya niya po. Very fast and powerful. By the way, yung kanyang processor ay Snapdragon 778G processor. Would have preferred Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 1. Ang ganda nun. Sobrang lupit nun. But yeah, siguro next year na yun sa kanilang Vivo V30. But right now, 778G is still a very much fast processor, able to do this kind of graphics in Mobile Legends, very smooth, very crisp. Sobrang laking tulong ng kanyang napakagandang display dun sa kanyang graphics, guys. So, as you can see, when we're playing Mobile Legends right here, dahil vibrant and colorful yung effects and yung graphics ni Mobile Legends by default, ang laking tulong ng colorful display ni AMOLED. And it looks like the game by default is also high resolution, pang flagship po yung kanyang optimization dito. Kasi nga guys, sa mga entry level, although nakita nyo yung mga ultra, mga high graphics, meron pa daw ultra refresh rate. Kaya lang, napapansin namin yung resolution ay medyo mababa. Yes, hindi po nila sinasabi yun. On some phones, para lang masabi na meron silang ganito settings, they actually lower the resolution a bit para hindi mag-suffer yung performance. But right here, since you're paying more for more performance, you will get a much better high-resolution game from Mobile Legends and pretty much other games. By the way, sa Call of Duty, ito naman yung kanyang itsura. Ayoko na mag-Call of Duty. Wait lang. Tama na yan. Farlight 84 naman tayo. Ayun. For the first time ever in my video, in my unboxing, sinama na namin si Farlight 84. Kasi nga, based on high demand, pinapa-hype nila tong game na to. Sabi ko, sige na nga. Wawa naman tong game na to. Kailangan na ng exposure.
Huwag kayo iiyak.
So, actually, to be honest, this game it looks really nice. It looks really beautiful. Kanyang graphics ay very near dun sa PUBG and Fortnite. This is actually a Battle Royale game, no? Pero may slight differences lang ng konti. Para sa Valorant Mobile, yung dating niya. But yes, in terms of yung graphics, it's on a totally different level. Ang smooth po niya tingnan. Ganda po ng graphics. And yes, this is how it looks like on this phone. Later, ipapatunan na sa inyo kung ano talaga yung kanyang tunay na settings, kung ano yung pinaka-max and things like that. But this is how it looks like at this kind of setting. Now, last but not least is Genshin Impact, the ultimate benchmark for all games sa Play Store. Now, this game is just too heavy for most mobile phones. Hindi talaga kaya na mobile phone. Even the best processors umiiyak dito sa game na to. The highest graphics talaga, kala mo ng at least 1.5 million na sa Antutu benchmark based on our test. But right here, ganito ba yung tsura niya? So, actually, maganda yung kanyang graphics even though ganito lang kanyang performance. Medium graphics, 60 frames per second. Kaya lang kasi medyo nag-stutter siya kapag masyado marami nangyayari sa screen. Like for example, may boss fight, ganon. Doon siya medyo nag-stutter ng konti, bumababa ng 40 frames per second. Pero okay na yan. 40 frames per second is still better than 30, 20. Actually, 40 is actually smooth na in my eyes. Kaya lang pag sanay na kayo sa mga 60 FPS, there's no going back. So yes, if you wanna enjoy the game here, dito sa phone na to, kailangan mo siyang i-play sa medium or low graphics para din hindi ganun uminit masyado para makatagal ka sa Genshin Impact on this phone. Yan muna for now for the performance and the camera. We actually have more coming soon sa aming channel for the Vivo V29. If you wanna see an in-depth gaming review, camera review, mag-subscribe ka na. Hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any of my great content sa Bins, and you're watching Unbox Ladies. Woohoo!